What's going on? It's time to talk about Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. Yeah, we're continuing with the Wishmaster films right now. Yeah, this was released by Artisan Entertainment March 12th, 1999, and it was produced by Tony Amatillo and is written and directed by Jack Shoulder, whatever. So he didn't like the original um Wishmaster film. So yeah, he wrote and directed his own the way he wanted to. But also he's also done other films like The Hidden, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, which some people say is probably one of the bad ones, but whatever. He's also done like Alone in the Dark, the 1980s one, not the Uber Bowl or whatever crap that it was, and Arachnid, to name a few films that he's done. Yeah, so Wishmaster 2, it starts off with you're in a museum. The statue that has the gem of the Jinn from the first one is in a museum, and some jewel thieves break into the museum, steal it, and then end up getting caught. But it's summoning the Jinn at the same time, which yeah, he ends up coming out of the wall in oozy goozy greatness. Tons of good practical effects in this, and yeah, nice big good birthing scene basically, and takes human form this time and ends up running amok. Um, yeah, granting wishes because once he gets 1,000 human souls, he can take over the world. So he goes to the most likely places where you could get those: a prison in Vegas, obviously. Yeah, but as he's out there granting ridiculous wishes and twisting people's words and causing great special effects greatness, the girl who part of the heist is learning more about a Jinn and how to overcome one and get help save the world with the help of her um friend who's a TV actor in a whole pile of apparently popular TV shows, but I never watched any single one of them or heard of them. So, yeah. Yeah, so they basically just go and try to stop the Jinn. It's sort of like a retread of the original, except it's done a little more quirky, and this one has a lot more humor mixed in with it, which makes and breaks it sometimes in certain aspects. Most scene For the majority of the film, it is actually pretty engaging, pretty fun, and holds its own, and definitely does things a little bit differently than the original. But um, there is some parts where it takes a little while for the good stuff to come and take place. So yeah, like the exchange of dialogue and stuff like that takes a little while sometimes in certain scenes, which kind of bogs it down a bit. But for the most part, it's still really well put together and stuff, and it definitely takes some interesting turns in this film. Couple highlights is yeah, there's when the Jin first goes to the prison and then he talks to another inmate, and the inmate's like, "Oh, I wish my lawyer can like F himself." um, yeah, and so he goes and has a meeting with the lawyer, and that's exactly what happens. It was really interesting and funny to watch, but it's so unrealistic, cheesy, and interesting and amusing all at the same time. But yeah, and then there's also when the Jin goes to jail, and the guy's like, "I want to be on the other side of those bars," so he actually like pushes the guy through the bars, which is hilarious and stuff. There's some really good practical effects in this. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it, and especially near the end when they go to the Jin's like domain, and it's like hell almost, but where the Jin stays, and he basically crucifies one of the main characters, and it was just so awesome. It's so well put together, and then they still have that crazy party scene, sort of like in the original, but a crazy death sequence right at the end in Vegas. It was so much fun. Yeah, characters are a little more developed in this one too, which I was pretty happy to see. And you can kind of get behind these ones a little bit more. They're not as radical and ridiculous, but they're a little more self-centered and well put together and have actual decent morals and stuff to pursue and help it. And yeah, starts off with a girl being a bad girl stealing stuff, then she kind of realizes that it's her fault. She has to kind of help deal with it. So yeah. So overall, Wishmaster 2 Evil Never Dies was actually pretty good too. A worthy follow up to Wishmaster, the best they can do. I haven't checked out 3rd or 4 yet, but I'm probably not going to do them right away. But yeah, for this one, I was pretty impressed with it. It's better than most sequels out there. It was like comparing a Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2, obviously Nightmare on Elm Street 1 is far superior than 2. This one, Wishmaster, is still superior than Wishmaster 2, but not that far of a gap between it. So, yeah, I enjoyed Wishmaster 2 as much as I enjoyed Wishmaster 1. It just left me wanting more. So, I may have to seek out the 3rd and 4th one. But, yeah, I'm going to give Wishmaster 2 Evil Never Dies a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, I wish there was a little more depth. It's kind of lags in certain spots, but for the most part, it is well put together. It is a little more cheesy on the cheesier side stuff, but like I said in my Wishmaster film, if you like the Evil Dead and stuff like that, you'll probably find this sequel as well as entertaining as the Evil Dead films. So yeah, it's kind of quirky in that sense. So yeah, if you're into those, you'll probably like this. If you're looking for something more serious, you probably won't be into it. But for me, it was one fun ride. So yeah, definitely check it out. There's a link down below, like always. Also, my Instagram is always linked down below, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story, and I usually have the film title and a hashtag, and put the subgenre film in a hashtag, and put it in the video clip there. So if you want to see what I'm up to and check it out, stay in the loop, follow me on Instagram, or you can follow me on Letterbox too, where that's where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. So yeah, I'll link that down below too. So follow me on one of those two, stay in the loop. Like this film, share it so more people are aware of it. Maybe hopefully we can expand the Wishmaster franchise and bring it back and make it a little more fun. Hopefully, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but definitely check it out. It is good. So like and share this video so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you thought of it. Also, let me know your favorite Wishmaster film down below if you have one. I'd love to hear that too. And if you have any other films or film franchises or anything like that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. Try to get to them as soon as I can. And if I can, it can be any genre. I'll watch anything. So yeah, and also don't forget to subscribe. You guys, hopefully we can find something cool, quirky, spooky, or just weird and interesting together. Hopefully I can mention some films that you probably never thought of checking out or even heard of. So definitely subscribe, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review, which will probably be another horror sci-fi film. I'm gonna try to stay with those till at least the end of October. So yeah, but yeah, till the next one, I guess, keep your eyes out for those gens that are granting all those wishes and making people go cuckoo, especially during the pandemic. That happens a lot. So I guess but till the next one, I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So till then, cheers.